Hey everyone, today was Free Comic Book Day and Comics Giveaway Day, and I went to three places to be able to try to get as many as I could because each one only allows a certain amount of each, and uh, even though I don't want the majority of the kids' ones, there were a few that I did want, which I ended up not getting, but I got a bunch. And then in the process of going around doing the free comics, I also stopped at two Ollie's outlet, the Ollie's bargain outlet, and got a few things. So I want to show the overall haul that I got today. It's hefty. I'm gonna have to use two hands and just I mean look, I can lift weights with this thing. It's, all right, 1, 2, 3 reps. So, but yeah, I mean, look how that it's. I mean, that's that's a lot. So I'll just go through real quick the ones I'll show you right now. The stack that is just the free comics giveaway one. So the free comic book day comics giveaway day. That's that's my stack right there. So as you can tell, I did pretty decent. Not all 48 of them, and the majority of them are doubles. I will show you these. This stack right here is double. This is single. So so let's get into it. The first one that I got is the Conan Tales of the Tyrant King. I've only read two so far. The out of all the free ones, um, and then I'll get to the others. Some I might not read, depending on what it is, because I don't know anything about it. This I'll read just because it's a Conan book, and I I'm sure it'll be enjoyable. I like that when I opened it up, there's a giant map. That's really cool. So yeah, I'll read that. Another one I'll read is this one, Greatest American Hero, as I talked about in the full one when I was describing all these. This was one I was excited about because I watched the show when I was a kid, and it's such a great uh, idea for a just a show and a story and just a hero. A dude gets a suit from aliens, don't know how it works, and it gives him superpowers sometimes. So if anything should get a reboot, if somebody's out there that's got power to make things happen in the movie TV world, I would prefer a TV show. The Greatest American Hero. That needs a reboot. Next up is Spidey and His Amazing Friends. One of the kids' books I did want, just because it's got Jeff DeLand Shark in there. You know, it's a fun one. Um, he makes me laugh. That's all I need. Um, the future is asterisk, whatever that is. Again, I'll let's. I mean, it has like as it might say, the future, and also old westy look. So don't know what all that is about, but that could be interesting. I'll read it. Next up is the Dungeon Crawler Carl that I have been told is evidently a big thing. Never heard of it, and not only did I not never heard of it, but I didn't even know that there was a book or book series um, on this. So I'm eager to read. Ooh, that's pretty gruesome. I'm eager to read to find out what this is, and because of this, One of the things I also got when I was out was the book. So I'll be reading this as well as this, and I'll definitely read the comic before I read this. Oh, I love that smell. New book smell. Just something about it. So yeah, I had to get the Crawler Carl book just to see what all the hype is about. Next up, another one that I definitely wanted to get, and this is one that I did read. Got two of those as well of the Amazing Spider-Man, Queen in Black. This sets up the little hints to Amazing Spider-Man number 1000. It has a character in there called The Answer. If you don't know who he is, uh, he's the answer. His power is he just gets the answer. Um, Not sure why he's there. I'm sure that's going to play into effects of what drew the answer to do what he did in this, because otherwise, I mean, that page is the one that is the teaser to the family. So we already knew that he was related to a Parker because of the whole cousin thing. So I mean, that just basically gave a one, two, three, four, five, six panel story, one page, 6 panel story of something that we already got from the issue back. But okay. Oh, and then it continues on to the Queen in Black storyline where she's sending some symbiote covered people to take over the world, and of course, Spider-Man and Venom and whatnot is going to go fight them, and then the Infernal Hulk storyline. It looks like this is the coming to an end of the Infernal Hulk, or at least the storyline of the that it's currently at with the whole split Hulk personality. Um, Next, Avengers Armageddon. Second one that I read. Uh, this one was okay. I had a few stories in there. It looks on the Armageddon one. Um, Again, they're spoilers. Not again, first time this one, but I'll post it somewhere else. Spoilers. Uh, so if you haven't read it, it looks like the Red Hulk had maybe a time machine or some kind of time device or something that's allowing him to go through iterations of events. Um, and then the X-Man story in it. Not quite sure what's going on there. Something that's going to lead into that whole DNX thing storyline that's going to pop up in the coming future, and then the Doom Quest story fought in a Doombot. Supernatural. So got two of these. I'll keep one. One goes to a friend at work. She's a huge fan of Supernatural, so she gets one of those. And who knows? I might give it the other one to somebody else as well. Uh, Flash Gordon got two of these. I love the way the flimsiness of it is. It gives me just old school, old vintage comics that the glossy paper don't allow you to really get that good flimsy feel. Then there's Masters of the Universe. I haven't been reading any of those. Actually, the only He-Man comic I remember ever really reading was the ones that came in with the He-Man figures. So I have no idea what will be going on in this storyline. And now the one copies. There's Archie, World of Archie. That'll be a fun little read. There's usually short stories in there. Archie is fun. Fort Psycho, another one that's a little bit flimsy. Not sure anything about this book. A lot of these I don't know anything. The the um, Minotaur one. This one is a thick one with the more stock on the cover. Uh, Gun hunting one, definitely more adult of it. Very adult, so I won't even show you what's in that. Uh, Energon Universe, that's it's the Transformers crossover. Is that Mask? I think that's Mask. Right there. I think that's Mask. Is it? Let's see. G.I. Joe, Void Rival. Yeah, it's Mask. If you don't know Mask, it's an 80s thing. Um, had some cool toys with the mask. And I recognized the car. That was one as a kid I wanted, never got. Uh, Aliens, Planet of the Apes, and the Predators one. Sometimes these could be fun. What was so the name she lost, Nanya. So don't know anything about that. The artwork is nice. Got a lot of action going on. That could be interesting. And then the King Spot, which made. It looks like it's just, it just tells you about the King Spot comics, which could be interesting. Find out more. Street Fighter. Played the game a lot. Never read any of the comics that's been out on it. Sonic with the Justice League. I'm curious if they're going to have Sonic racing one of them. Hint, hint, Flash. Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? Next level. Got that. Oh, there's the Tana. That's just Lobo. And see, this is the one with the individual storylines. So I'll be reading that here shortly. Terabytes. This is another flimsy one. It's black and white. It's safe to show. Yeah. So the art looks really nice. I like some black and white comics. They're really nice. Something is killing the children. Road to slaughter. To be honest, I'll read it and I'll have no idea what's going on. Never read something is killing the children, so I won't even know what's going on. This isn't the one that I really couldn't say. Diacadidium. So black and white. Art looks really nice. Kaboom. The nice house on the lake. It looks like it's got a lot of actual reading. Like there's a page right there to read. Flip over to a few pages later. Another full page to read. And then it gets into that stuff. So, yeah. This one might actually take a little longer than a few minutes to read. So that right there, that's the stack of the free comic book day, comics giveaway day comics I got. I might stop. It's camera. I might stop at the comic shop again tomorrow or Monday just to see if they got any more of the Garfield ones left, because the ones like that I do want, that they're not high on my list, but they're still on the list of wanting them. I'll wait a day or two, three, let everybody go, get them, and then I'll see what's left. Next up is some of the stuff I got that are just, these are the, as I've said before, the um, catalogs that tell you what's coming up. The Marvel one, that's the DNX one, which is the story previews. There's a Spider-Man Punisher coming out. Um, Simbi, of course, that was going to come out. That's from the Amazing Spider-Man where he was in space. Look at that! That I can't wait for this cover. That is a awesome cover. Uh, so there's some. Oh, and yeah, here's another one. Gambit. That is some stellar art. So this is for July, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, these are the ones I bought today. So I actually got a few new-ish comics, not many that I needed to get. And said in this week's, because of the Armageddon storyline, I went and picked up issues 1 and 2 of Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon. So I'll start reading that here soon. I got the comics magazine. I'm loving this. I really would love to have a Wizard magazine style back again, but this is the closest that we are getting currently. I already got issue 2. I haven't read it, but I do have issue 2. This one is for a friend at work. White Sky #3. I haven't read it yet. I keep hearing that it's like, why was there all the fuss about it? I don't know. Swamp Thing. I've read a few Swamp Things. The only reason I got this one is because the whole storyline behind it was that this story was the last issue of the original run that got canceled. They didn't print it because of like a whole controversial storyline that's in it. And so finally, years later, many years later, it finally gets printed, and that's why I got it. I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. Uh, so hopefully that's good. So let me move these a little so I can make room for the coming of the Ollie's buy. So this is just the what I showed the bottom half of the stack. That is just the Ollie's. Sorry about the camera. It just the cable. It's giving me issues. It doesn't want to hold still. Um, so up first is this packet. It's the buy 5 for $6. Uh, so supposedly a 14.95 value. 5 different comic books, some PG-13. Um, this is the reason I got this one. It's because of the Starfire. Is it worth anything? Probably like $5, but that's it's still $5 for a $5 book, and I get 4 other books basically for free. And from what I looked up of this one, I think this is the 1 in 10 of this. I need to do a little more research. Man, this is not wanting to open up. So I'm gonna have to do something I hate doing. Scissors. So very carefully do a little corner. Do that. And that's how you get into a book bag that you can't get into, that you're not worried about keeping. So I'll place that right there, just out of the way. So let's see what other books other than the Starfire. Like I said, that's pretty decent shape. I mean, not great. I mean, you could see the brown around the edges, which looks like if you've had these old comics and your comics have been in a bag and board for many years, especially those older ones, the board ends up doing a border kind of like that, or you and the ink goes onto the backing board. And it's definitely it's stained around the edges. It's a not a great book, you know. Like I said, $5. It's worth $5. So there you go. I'm happy to have it. Next up, I don't know what. Ooh, I like this. It's a preview guide. Technically not a comic, uh, but the preview guide has Dawn. This is the character that Joseph Michael Linsner created and draws. And like I said, I've got an original sketch of her up there. See, real quick. Oh, show you. She's right there in the middle between Harley and Spidey. Uh, that's my original sketch that I got from Joseph Michael Linsner. I got this, and that was in the other 5-pack. This is junk as well. Next is one called it's Valiant Doctor Tomorrow. So probably another like $3 to $5 book. It's and the cover's interesting, but it's got the bin right here where the books in front of it have been sitting and pressing it. And then, yeah, the Rick and Morty Go to Hell, #1. So, like I said, I believe this might be the 1 in 10. I'll do some more research into it. I do know that Ollie in these packs actually does get incentives. I haven't found any like really high end incentives, but I've heard rumors that they do exist. Next up is this pack of 5. I got this because of that right there. It's hard to tell. Maybe once I take it out of the bag to see if this one's a little, a lot easier to do. It's that right there on the side. Oh look, I got another one of those. Junk. Yeah, see, you can see it's the embossed Superman at wedding anniversary. Not again, this is like maybe a $5 to $8 book. 10 if you want to be a little generous or greedy, however you want to look at it. But I got it because one, it's buy one for $5, get supposedly, well, now 3 other books for free. And it's a nice Superman cover that because of this stock cover, you could actually get this one. This would be a good one to get a sketch on, so I could have somebody do something in this rougher area versus on here. Just who knows what kind of cool sketch could be done on it. The movement. I did a quick little search on this one when I was looking around. I think this is like a $8 book. So that right there, it's already Ghost Machine, not Ghost in the Machine. Ghost Machine. This is a thick one, a hefty one. That's another like $3 book. But interesting enough, it's got some characters. I've read the Geiger character some. He's interesting. So that'll be interesting. Bloodshot, this ain't worth anything. It's you find in dollar bins. The movie wasn't that good either. I mean, this is 90s. This in the 90s, even though these ain't worth anything, I do love them because in the 90s, there was just, at first, there was just Marvel, DC, and then came Image, and then Valiant, and Valiant was hitting it hard with their titles. And Bloodshot is an interesting character. If you don't know, he's a man that has nanites in him, and that's what it's like they. I think they stay in the red dot that's there on its chest, and then whenever he gets injured, they heal him. But then they have to be replenished with protein or some sort of maybe meat or something. So next up, I had to get another one of these. I saw this. There was a few more copies of this particular book. It's like this one might be a $15-$20 book, so it's definitely worth spending $6 on. Uh, but it's just yeah, it's a this one I got it because the first one I got wasn't in that great of a shape, so this cover looked a little cleaner in its bag, a little less brown than this one having a little issue. Um, than the one that I got previously. So I was like, why not? I go ahead and get another one to have. So uh, I don't know what went. Something came unplugged. Um, Camera's still rolling. Hopefully, audio is still rolling. So yeah, there's that. Pages are a little brown, not bad. Some Spider-Man and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. And oh, look at this! I'm seeing a trend. I'm gonna have to move this stack, put it right there because it's starting to slide. Seeing a trend of having this junky thing in there. Oh, I like that. All right, this is another Valiant. Um, XO Manowar. That was my favorite character out of all of them. I read quite a few of the original run, and then after maybe 15 years ago, or I went and got the graphic novel of like the first I don't know 5 or 10 of them, just so I could reread, and it's a very interesting character. Uh, Man from I think like 500,000 or 1,000 years ago, long in the past, was abducted by spider aliens. He ends up getting this suit, the Manowar, the Exo Manowar, and then it works for him. Goes to the Earth and realizes, hey, it's current time. It's not his time. Got another one of these ghost machine ones. I'll be giving that away. And the Martian Manhunter that was on the front side. So that one, I'll probably throw that into a free stack. A lot of times, a lot of these books are like this. I end up donating when Christmas comes around to Toys for Tots. It's just kids get having some comics of the night. So here it's this bag of 5 that I got. The Dark Knight one I'm not too worried about. I get this. I get 2 of these, but I don't know if they're going to be the same issues on the inside or not. I got it because of that. It's not it's like a $10 book, but still, um, it had some history. It's already was ripped. I didn't see that when I bought it, but so that's just going to be how I open it. Put that over here with the other stack of. And I'll start with this Spider-Man one. So this was one of the early foils that they done, and this has Venom in it. This also had the story of his parents, Peter's parents. So, which is kind of ironic or weird how uh, the whole the storyline that's coming up is about Peter's family and the new guy, the Crane guy, Mr. Crane, that's his cousin. And then I find this at Knowledge. This looks like a cool one. Millennium, a DC book. So this when did it come out? This came out in well, it's 75 cents, so it's definitely got to be the 80s. Uh, do do do. 1987. Justice League of America. A War with Starbreaker. Yeah, A War with Starbreaker. Let's see who did this. The art looks familiar. Dan Jurgens, of course, yeah. See, I should have known Dan Jurgens. Uh, the Punisher Final Days. Nice. Why he's wrapped up like a mummy. Let's see. Something. Part 4 of 7. Prison. So I'll have to read that on the Unlimited, and then yeah, the Legends of the Dark Knight number 36. So that's again the whole reason I got that, spent that $6 is to get that book right there, and then and it's already looking like that the second pack might be different because we know that one's in there, but right now. Dark Knight, Punisher, Justice League, Millennium, and then this one, Silver Surfer. So let's get the. Try to, instead of trying to rip, I'm gonna just cut the. Cut it. All right. Down you go. Again, like I said, there's the Spider-Man. Nice looking copy as well. Happy I got those two. And if you're wondering, there was a whole bunch more of these left at the Ollie's. Go check them out. Oh, check them out. Ooh, I got distracted. That is a very cool cover. Look at that Joker. That's like a classic looking Joker. Not sure what's going on. Private Lines and Storyline. It's $1.50. It's a number 2. Came out in 1988. Dark Hulk. All right, I read a few of Dark Hulks. He was a good story. It's the suit, I believe, is extraterrestrial in origin. So. Is that Tombstone? Oh, yeah, it's that. Now, look, if you don't know, if you're reading the current Spider-Man and you see Tombstone, it's the Tombstone that I know. That's what he looked like. He was rough looking. Another Punisher book. Jigsaw. That's Jigsaw because his face is all jigsawed up. He was always a villain for him. And then, yeah, the Silver Surfer, which already starts off bad. Look, it was bent. So, but that's fine. Didn't get it for that. Didn't get it for the others. Got it for the Amazing Spider-Man. Is he going up against the... Is that the... Looks kind of Terminator-ish, doesn't it? Oh, well. All right. So that's the comic side of those bags. That's all the how many came out of those five books for $6, which was really 3 books. Next up, I got the new 52 10th anniversary, and eventually I'll show you how to take these stupid price tags off. I'm not going to open this right. Probably won't even open it at all. But for $7, this was it's a steal. I mean, it's such a great price for a cool book. Uh, yeah. So, and then lastly, I got this Captain America Captain America book. It was $6. A regular retail price on it is 25. So, pretty good price. It's just the history of Captain America. Uh, it's a fun little history showing. Look at that. Yeah, the old school looking cap when its shield was flat versus the concave that it is now. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. That's like definitely 90s. Uh, 1992. Uh, then more current with the Civil War. So yeah, I went ahead and got this. Most of this, hopefully, I should know the history of, but it never hurts to bone up on your knowledge. So that's I'll look at that book, and then like I said, the Dungeon Crawler Carl book. So I'll be reading that, and that is today's haul. Comic book, comic book. Those are the inserts. So hopefully everybody had a good free comic book day and was able to get what you needed and wanted. And if not, I do believe that Midtown usually does their free comics, the same ones that you would on Monday or Tuesday, something like that. It's always usually a day or two, a few days after the actual event on the weekend, the first Saturday. Um, but thing to know about Midtown is you get the comic free, but you have to pay shipping, and it's not shipping like well, I'm a assume that they're doing the same this year that they've done in the past. The shipping, it's not a bulk shipping. Like if you buy up to so many books, it's $6.99. No, each book is a shipping, and it ends up being it's just like I've never ordered from them. But if you missed out on something that you need, uh, go ahead and you could try to get it from Midtown. Um, be quick about certain ones. I imagine the Dungeon Crawler Carl is going to go. From what I heard at the shops when I was going, that was a popular one. So that's a way to get it. But it's be aware it's technically not free. You still pay something when you get it off of Midtown. So, all right, that's it.